Hey guys, welcome to Indulge with Dimples. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hey! Alright, welcome back to the cooking lesson. Today is week 3 of what I'm going to eat for the whole week. Okay, so let me do the rundown, give y'all a little champ of what I'm going to be eating for the week. I'm going to be roasting right here, roasting Brussels sprouts. So they call it cheesy roasted Brussels sprouts. Oh my god, they're delicious. They're the bomb. Also, I'm going to go ahead and do that salmon over again, but this time I'm going to do the glazed rice. So if you looked at week 2 of what I eat, then you know week 3 I'm going to put that salmon back in there. On top of that, I'm going to do some brown rice, and I'm going to do a healthy low carb stir fry on top of that. I'm about to make y'all, and now this is my own recipe. I tweaked it. My first time making it, I was dreaming about it. I woke up, I said, hey, let's make banana muffins. So I also have to go to the store and get some banana extract. But besides that, we're going to make banana muffins, roasted Brussels sprouts, cheesy roasted Brussels sprouts. We're going to make stir fry. We're going to make that salmon over. And when we get done, we're going to have a full plate of stuff. Back there, I already have it set up. So let's get into the kitchen and let's get to doing nothing but to do it, 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 to do it. Ow! Alright guys, so we're about to make this stir fry. I'm just going to do the rundown with you because you know this is semi-homemade, semi-store-bought, brought to you all with love. Alright, so I got a wonton pan. You do not have to have this. You can use a regular skillet. But I have one of these, so why not go ahead and do what we do. So I'm going to use some classic olive oil. This use about a tablespoon or so. I'm going to put like 2 in here. Just enough to coat the bottom of the pan, but you don't want a lot in there. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use some steak. This been out. This is fresh. This is good. I just left it out like at 3 in the morning. And you can tell that I have used half of this because I made it before. So we're going to go ahead and dump our steak, skirt steaks in here. You can find it. You can have the butcher butcher it up for you. Knock that down in there. Separate it. Woo, 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 woo. You want to go ahead and use some seasonings for this. I'm going to use steak seasoning. And I'm going to use some garlic powder. You can use whatever type of meat you want. You can use chicken, you can use shrimp, you can do whatever you choose to do at this point. When the meat is halfway cooked, I'm going to go ahead and drop a little bit more oil in there, like another tablespoon or so. I have this on high. If you need to, you can cut it down on medium, but I got mine on high. I have a cup of onions. You just want to make big dices out of them like so. Dump that in the pan. And then I have some bell peppers. You can use whatever color you want. I have red and yellow. I'm so sorry. And you just dump that in the pan as well. And you stir this up. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes. I like a crunch to mine, but if you don't want a crunch and you want it more softer, let it cook a little longer. I'm going to add a little bit more of steak seasoning. Season to your flavors. And I'm going to add a little bit of Himalayan salt. Alright, so as that is going on, we're going to go ahead and make our sauce for this. So right here in a bowl, you just need a small little bowl. We're just going to turn it right here. So I want you to watch the meat, but also watch what I'm going to do. So I have this seasoning pack. You can always find the stir fry pack. I think it's better than getting the liquid because the liquid is already mixed with its own sugars and stuff. And if you're trying to keep it low carb or diabetic friendly or keto friendly, you can make your own, or you can just buy this and substitute what they have for your own. So I'm going to use 1 full pack of this. Right here I have a tablespoon of sugar. And I'm going to use a pack of this. The sugar that I'm using today is this. This is keto, low carb friendly. And you need 2 tablespoons. So I already added 1. I'm going to add another one. To that, I'm going to add just a little bit of sesame seed oil. A little bit goes a long way, guys. So do not overpower it by putting too much. On top of that, you can use low soy sauce or liquid aminos. This is better. It's keto friendly and low carb friendly. We're trying to keep this really low. So you need 2 tablespoons of this. This is really good if you cook with tofu. It gives it flavor. You need 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm going to use coconut oil organic with what is this? It has MTC oil in it. I couldn't think of what it was. 2 tablespoons. So it should look like this so far in your bowl, and all you're gonna do is just add a 1/3 cup of water. Like so. Take your spoon and stir this up. Sit it on the side, and then by the time we add the rest of our vegetables in here, we're going to pour this in there, and it's going to make a slur while it's sitting, and put it in there. It's going to thicken up everything. And you're talking about stir fry, the best stir fry that you had since you went to the restaurant. So sit this aside. Alright, so let's go back to our meat. Stir it up. I like my meat to have like a brown coating on it, and my vegetables are getting there as well. So just make sure you stir it up a couple times. Now at this point you can add as many vegetables as you like. But I'm just going to go ahead and show you what vegetables that I like to add in there. Some broccoli. You can add peas, carrots. You can add whatever you want, but I'm going to add broccoli to mine. And I'm going to add just a tablespoon of butter. I'm going to stir this around a couple more times, let it sit, and then when we come back, all we're going to do is add our slur to this, and it's going to be really, really good. To even make this a full meal, I have some cauliflower rice. I'm going to steam in the microwave, so this is going to be the bottom of our bowl, and then we're going to sit our stir fry on top, and this meal is going to come together. So let this finish off cooking. When we get back, we're going to add some more ingredients, and this is going to be done. Alright guys, so everything is cooking like we want it to. We let this slaw sit for a little bit. So all we're going to do is just pour it in here. Make a little well in the middle. I still have this on medium high. And I'm just going to pour this in here. Just making a glaze. So now I'm just going to cut it down to low, because the meat is cooked, it's not overcooked. Everything's getting a nice little glaze to it at this point. And that's what you call stir fry. So let me pick it up and show you. Look at that. Nice glaze. It's smelling delicious. Wish you could smell it because you'll be wanting a bowl. And everything is done. So I cut it down. Alright, meal 2. We're going to make these roasted cheesy Brussels sprouts. So what you're going to need for this recipe is a 2-step process. So the first thing, you're going to need a pot. And you need to put some hot boiling water in the pot. So over here in my kettle, I just had the water boiling. I have this on medium high. I'm just going to put this hot water in here. I have these in a bag. They are fresh, but they're not half. And all I'm going to do is just open this bag up, dump it in this boiling hot water for about 5 to 6 minutes. Then I'm going to take it out and I'm going to show you how we're going to season it. Also, you want to make sure you season your water because at this time you can still get flavor. Alright guys, so I let these boil for like 6 minutes and this is what they look like. They are tender. And you can tell that they're tender because all you have to do is just take a fork, stick it in there, and it's coming out really clean. So, I told you it's a 2-step process. We're still in step 1. So, all you're going to do is just drain this water out of here. Make sure you keep your pot on medium. And then I'm going to show you the rest of the ingredients we need to do. So, I'm about to go dump this. Alright, so you dump the water out of the Brussels sprouts. And the next thing you're going to actually need to do is go ahead and add about 2 large cloves of garlic. Fresh garlic. So, I minced that up. And then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter and about a half of a yellow onion. Just dump that all in there. You're going to stir this up. You don't need to add any salt because we have salt and flavored the water. Delicious. Now you want to go ahead and turn your oven on to 350 because we're going to roast these for about 15 to 20 minutes. But what makes them cheesy is the cheese that we're going to be using. If you want to, you can add some more seasoning to this. But right now, I'm going to do just add some black pepper. And I'm going to stir this up one more time. Yeah, this is going to come out really good. So, I use 3 different cheeses. I use a pepper jack cheese, this right here. I buy it in bulk and I just cut it out and split it. And I freeze the other half. And then I use some sharp cheddar aged white cheese, once again. And then I'm just going to use some mozzarella cheese that I had left over. You can use whatever cheese you want, but I prefer to use the white cheese. And all I did off camera, I just shredded it. I did the large shreds of it. And I have about a half a cup right here of both. But if I need some more, I left the chunks out so I can shred them. So all you're going to do right now is just add about a 1/4 cup of cheese into your pot. So I'm going to mix this up. If you could smell it, you'd be asking for a plate right now. You have your oven on 350, preheating. Then you have you a pan. You can literally go ahead and eat a Brussels sprout if you want to right now. Because it's really cooked, we're just going to roast it. This is good already. I have my pan right here. I put some aluminum foil on it. Easy cleanup. I drizzle a little bit of olive oil on here. All I'm going to do is just take it and make sure I cover the bottom of this. Take my pan, lay it down, cut off my oven, and I'm just going to put these Brussels sprouts, lay them on this pan. Like so. Make sure you get everything out of it. And these are smelling delicious. You want to spread them out. I'll move this out the way so y'all can get a better view. So all you want to do is go ahead and spread them out like so. To make sure they're not on top of each other. You want to add your remaining cheese right here and sprinkle it on top. And put it in the oven. Let it cook for 15 to 20 minutes because it's going to be roasting. It's going to be really good. And then when we come back, I'm going to show you how we're going to plate this up. Alright guys, so this is going to be the protein for our roasted cheesy Brussels sprouts. If you haven't seen my last video what I eat in a week, that was week 2. This is week 3. You can go ahead and follow it. All I'm going to do is just put some music over this and dump everything. And then at the end of the Brussels sprouts and the salmon being cooked, I'm going to show you the end result. So let's get to it. And once again, this is the salmon. I washed it off already. It's been dry. And I'm going to let it marinate in here for about 10 to 20 minutes. And then I'm going to put it in the oven. So let's get to it. Alright, sit in the refrigerator, let it sit for 20-30 minutes, and then when we come back, we're going to flop it in the oven. Alright guys, so meal number 2 is complete. The cheesy roasted Brussels sprouts. They taste good, they look good, they got the brown caramelization on the side. Thumbs up, follow the recipe. You're going to love it if you like Brussels sprouts and get tired of the boil and the butter. And then look at the salmon. It got that glaze on there. It's looking fantastic. Looks like you went to a 5-star restaurant. So, what I need to tell you that I didn't do last time, I took the leftover juice and I brung it to a boil, then I let it simmer, then I cool. So then when I took this out, I just brushed the glaze on it and let it sit, and bam. Looking good, looking like $1,000,000. So, pretty much what I'm about to do right now is just meal prep this, weigh out the Brussels sprouts, and put a piece of the salmon in there. And on the side, I just made some rice. 4 ounces of Brussels sprouts, 3 ounces of rice, and your 4 to 3 ounces of salmon. Bam. Meal prep for the week. Everything measured out, everything is good to go, and this is what they look like when they're done. Now, since I'm not going to be eating that rice, I actually had some baked chicken, and I just put it in the oven, I baked it, and it's really good. It's one of them pre-packed like seasoning chickens. I have showed you before. If you look at mesquite chicken, I have showed you the package before, and this is actually what it is. And all I'm going to do is weigh out me some Brussels sprouts in this container, and then meal prep for the day be done, and then we move on to our last and final meal, 3. Alright guys, so we're on our last and final meal that I'm going to make for our meal prep. So I'm just going to do a little rundown of everything, and we're going to hurry up and get this in the oven so that everything can be complete and you can see a finished product. So you're going to need, and I'm going to do muffin pans, and this banana muffin that we're making is only 1 net carb for 2 mini muffins. and it's only 90 calories. So you're going to need an egg at room temperature. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. You need a half a cup of your sugar. I'm using pure stevia. You need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. You need a half a teaspoon of salt. I am using almond flour, but you can use coconut flour. If you use coconut flour, it is more. And then I have a 1/4 cup of walnuts. You're going to need a half a stick of butter. You can use Kerrygold butter or whatever butter you want. And then what's going to make it taste like banana is the banana extract. And then you're going to need just a little bit of vanilla, some butter spray for your pan, and then everything else is going to come to eat. So watch me blend this together and get this on the move. So you just want to mix your dry ingredients first, and then from there keep them moving. You just want to get like a spoonful of the mixture and put it in your walnuts and stir it around with your walnuts, so once you add it in your batter, they won't sink to the bottom. Smell it? Smells like banana bread. Get everything off because we need all of our ingredients. Go ahead and dump the walnuts in there. And just fold it in. Get your pan, and these are mini muffins. They are 15 by 5 by 10 by 5 by 9, and this is how it looks, and you get to get 2 of them. Each of these make 24, so you get to get 2, and I'm just going to spray a dab of this butter in there and swirl it around. Now I'm going to get my spoon and just dolly some in there. Have your oven on 350. These are going to bake for about 20 to 25 minutes so you can stick a fork in them and they come out clean. And then from there, everything is done and yummy. Alright guys, let's check these out. So, I just want to tell you something. So, we're finishing up our meal prep. And you clearly can see over there, that is our banana muffins, keto friendly, 1 carb for 2, 90 carbohydrates. I don't want you to be alarmed when you see these, because I'm gonna tell you, I cut the oven off, but I kind of forgot to take them out the oven, and a situation had happened. Let me turn around so I can get some light. A situation had happened. I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong, they're good, but they a little dark. They look like muffins, okay? And the only reason why they turned out this color because of the butter that was sprayed in there, all the excess sugar that is stevia and all that in this little thing. And listen, they got a crunch, but look inside. They're delicious. They taste like a gingerbread cookie. So, I mean, if you want a crunchy cookie, don't tell nobody this is supposed to be a muffin. Just tell them it's a cookie. They're going to think it's a banana cookie. Hell, work with what you got. But this is still good. 2 of these little things is only 1 carb. They've been sitting for about 4 or 5 hours. They don't taste burnt. It tastes like banana and butter. But they don't taste burnt. So I don't want you to get the wrong idea. It's just, your girl forgot to take them out. But we eating these. So I don't care what you say, this going in the meal prep. So, if you like everything that I cook for meal prep, I'm about to show you pictures right now. If you like everything, like, subscribe. Tell me down below what you would like me to cook on meal prep. But this is what I'm eating for the week. And then when I come back next week for week 4, I'm going to have something different and delicious for you. Until next time, keep tuning in and be a part of the notifications. So, see you later. Bye, y'all.